Hello Virgo, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Virgo, this is going to be your next 2-week read. This will be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements in your chart. Cross Watcher, if you're here, welcome as well, and discern the messages accordingly. Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, booked personal reads with me, became channel members. If you are interested in a personal read, that information can be found in the description box below and the About section of the page. And tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be doing the live full moon reading for the Taurus full moon. So if you're interested in that, do hop on and join us. We would love to have you. So Virgo, for the next 2 weeks, Spirit, what are we looking at for Virgo for the next 2 weeks? All right, Virgo, next 2 weeks. Projection and destiny. Ooh. All right, for Virgo, please, Spirit. Alchemy, that card has come out quite a bit in tarot guidance. Some of you could be tarot readers. You could be interested in spells, rituals. Virgo, what is this? You could be just seeking guidance in general about communicating with somebody as well. There's something here about communicating. Some of you could be new to this, right, realm in general. But it's Spirit saying creating a feeling of confusion, duality. Some of you could be kind of going back and forth about religious practices as well as spiritual practices, how they come together, how they're different than each other. But it's like you're, whatever part of your life, it's like you're trying to find a way to bring it all together or how it all links together somehow. So you're very much digging in the tool chest and trying to figure out how it all does work in tandem. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for you, Virgo. I apologize for the sniffling. Like I've had in the mornings, I've been great, and then by mid-afternoon, it just starts. So here we are. All right, Spirit, for the star sign of Virgo. Here's the first card. Miss You comes out secondly, and then Honor. I told you, it's like you're trying to bring everything, reconcile, trying to bring everything together, but synchronization, resonance, music, emotion. Like, how does it all create harmony in whatever these two sides of a situation? So there's definitely some duality here. How do I bring two sides of a situation in together? Because I do feel like there's a longing here that you're waiting on something. I just did Leo's reading, and they were kind of like waiting for the right time on something as well. So maybe you've got Leo placements, I don't know. But you're trying to, I don't even want to say repair. I don't feel like it's a repair. It's just taking two things and making it one and making it work well together. Again, like I think spirituality and religion was a great example. It's religious beliefs are very different, and then you have the spirituality of what is within you, right? So it could be anything of the sort, but you could be seeking guidance here on this channel or with other people as well, talking about it, trying to find out what works for you. Okay, Page of Cups. Oh geez, the Page of Cups, the Empress, and the Hermit going within, right? I may end up sneezing, so my apologies ahead of time. There it is. I knew it was coming. So let's just get this over with. Page of Cups. It is an offer of love. It is something that is emotional. Spirit's like, now that you've sneezed, it's like off to the races. Thank you. Empress, nurturing, caring, alchemizing as well, right? She cares for the things, but the Hermit is the need to go within. We have gone within ourselves and said, what have I gained in this? What am I gaining in this particular situation? You could be dealing with 3 separate people. For maybe a handful of you, I don't think that's necessarily the case. But this is like, when I offer love, when I do good things, it could also be like seeing how the universe works, Virgo. Like when we put good things out, we get good things back. So this is also maybe a lesson around manifesting as well. So I do feel like there's a deep dig on how things go together. Right? It's like peanut butter and jelly. Tastes really good together. What else would go great with peanut butter kind of feel? I really love this, you know, I love pizza, but I also love pineapple. Well, pineapple be good on my pizza, right? It's mixing those things together. It's like, how do you bring all these separate parts of life together for what you're trying to create, which ultimately is something that's loving, something that is emotion and an emotional investment, something that brings peace to your life and your world. And again, just I keep wanting to say to you, you are bringing it all together, not wanting to, you are in some capacity. So what is this about? Oh my gosh, there's a ton. Again, interested in you. This could be romance, like maybe adding different parts of your life, work schedules, home life, family, that kind of thing. Trying to bring all that to go, knowing what to let go of, knowing what to bring in. It's like I think there's a little bit of a fear of, if you don't make some moves around something, the letter H could be significant. If you don't make some moves around something, eventually somebody's going to get hurt as a result of that too. So it could be like a long distance sort of thing where like maybe you work away from home, you've met somebody back home, you want to be back home, they're hurting because you're not there, and you know, you got to work, but you know, you don't want to leave your job. So it's like, where do we find the balance? Again, like anything that's like Spirit saying equal and opposite, we're trying to alchemize that particular thing, trying to work on that. And I do think that there's talks or communication around whatever this specifically is. So this miss you, what is this about for Virgo? Death card try to pop out there. What is this for Virgo? Two of Swords, stalemate, something you don't see quite yet. What is that? I just heard I would cross oceans for you, and there's 3 cards of water. So Scorpio tried to come out. That is pure water energy. We are in the water energy of Scorpio as we speak. You see the water in the background, Two of Swords, the water in the background, and then we've got the Judgment. All people are in the ships going wherever they're going, or the boats, or the coffins, we should say, and there's water in that too. Still waters run deep. So being away from something or someone could be part of this change that you're trying to, you know, maybe you were once upon a time very spiritually inclined, you left and went to religion, and you maybe for you, you're realizing that religion is not quite it, like there's more to it than that, or you're missing what you used to do. This could be even hobbies, creative endeavors, career, but wanting to go back to that. It's like wanting to return to something. So this Two of Swords, Spirit, what is that about? Date, going. You know, I don't think you saw, if this is a person, a job offer, anything like that, I don't think that you saw this coming. You didn't think that it would ever be possible. I think you had a run-in with something similar to it, if not the same thing, at some point in your life, and now Judgment is here. There's a decision to be made, and I do think that you're having conversations around maybe returning to a job, going back into a specific field, coming home to a certain person, you know, leaning, again, maybe tarot, using tarot for guidance, but leaning back into like the spiritual side of things, trying to figure out what is the next step for you, or how you can evolve in some way. So what is this Judgment about, please, Spirit? Ascending, I'm telling you. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. And again, talking and meeting, like you're really building upon something here, Virgo, in that regard. And it's like you really want to go, like it's like once you do fully make that decision after a period of pause, from the Hangman to the Hermit, right? Or from the Hermit, let me rephrase here. From the Hermit to the Hangman. There we go. 9 and 11. That number, September 11th, could have been of significance to you. Also breaks down to a 20, though, which is the Judgment card. So it's like once you fully make that decision, it's off to the races. And honor, this card of honor, Spirit, for the Virgos in the next 2 weeks. 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords comes out sideways. It's like you don't know how to... Let's see here. Hold on before I open my mouth. The Queen of Swords sideways, Spirit. What is that about? The Sun sideways. Leo energy. Gemini, Aquarius. 8 of Cups. I think you're trying to decide you know, as they say, if you want a new life, you're going to have to give up your old one, right? And I think that the conundrum here for you is, if I take on this other thing, maybe I can, we'll say, leave that job to go be back home with my person. But that also means that what I've built over here, I'm leaving that. So can I do that again? Will I be happy with that? Because what you're acting from is a place of passion. You are inspired, but there's an unknown to it. Like, if I do this thing, is it really going to pay off the way that I want it to? Is it going to really benefit me? But I do feel like, Virgo, you're being very drawn. You just want whatever you do to be of high standards, high moral ethics. You want to be, you want to know that there's lining in the clouds for the change that you're trying to make. And I do think, like, long term, I do feel like you get that, because it feels like what you're passionate for and about isn't by accident. Nothing is by accident. And I do feel like that energy is coming in, with you. How will this be received? How will Virgo receive Four of Swords? It's going to add another Four of Cups. Leo energy, the Strength card. There's going to be a disappointment on one side of it, and on the other side of it, there's something. It's like, again, something's going to be happy, somebody may not be happy, but Spirit is asking you to take the risk on the things that you've let go of in the past. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, because there is new opportunity in this. And Three of Pentacles to the Fool, to the Ten of Pentacles. To take this leap of faith is really going to surprise you how well it does work out in the long run, but it's scary to take that initial leap. So you're going to have to make that move, right? It's only the experience itself is going to show you exactly what you need to know. Your commitment is being tested, and that's how you could feel, right? Have faith. Look, perfect. Have faith in your dreams. Lavender could be important, and Spirit, third quarter moon adjustments are required. Again, you're going to have to give up the old life to have the new one. So it's like, I do, the way in which, like, again, let's just say as the example, you're leaving religion to go to tarot, or to spirituality, I should say. How do those two things come together? Maybe you won't go back to the church that you went to for your religious beliefs, but you're not going to maybe go to a synagogue either, or to, I don't know, a Buddhist temple. But maybe you'll find religion and spirituality both in the woods, right? Like, you're going to create your own mix of what you need to work for you. I always say there's always, it's not just white and black, there's another way. And so for you, you don't want to lean too far this way, you don't want to lean too far that way, but you want to find that balance, and balance can be had. It just may look a little differently than you assume it might at the end of it all. So, Virgo, I hope this message was helpful to you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. Sending you all so much love. Take care, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.